Trigger, Count. We've received official confirmation about what we're supposed to do with you. The company commander has made it clear he'd like you both to officially join our squadron. This is an unprecedented move. It seems like you've got some people looking out for you. Still, I think it's because of how you've conducted yourselves. I believe you'll be an asset to us. Okay, it's time for your briefing. For a long time, our counteroffensive has been overpowered by the Erusean drone's auto-intercept system. If a craft enters their airspace and doesn't respond to their IFF, drones automatically take off and move to intercept their target. However, we've discovered that the intercept system has a blind spot. We've acquired this valuable information by sending our other squadrons on dangerous missions to scout the whole area and initiate combat. Of all the pilots assigned to us, only 2 managed to survive the mission. If we don't act now, before the enemy can fill in the blind spot, those pilots will have sacrificed themselves for nothing. So, we've been ordered to carry out a long-range strategic strike. Operating separately from the main forces as the Long-Range Strategic Strike Group, we've been developing a strategy in secret. Cyclops Squadron and Strider Squadron will sortie deep into the Erusean territory and will be carrying out specialized long-range attack strategies. You will carve your way through the territory from the north to the capital of Farbanti, attacking important targets along the way. The first operation will involve striking the enemy's main naval force, the Njord Fleet, which is gathered in northern Erusean. We've known for some time that there's a large supply base utilized by the enemy fleet in the waters around Snyder's Top. At present, the enemy fleet is concentrated there. Naturally, they intend to attack eastern Erusean, where the Ostian forces are stationed. If we can surprise the enemy with a long-range attack, we could potentially do devastating damage to them. Still, it's highly likely that their advanced fleet are prepared and have started to move, so combat with the enemy fleet is probably unavoidable. We've verified the existence of a large supply base in the sea, as well as a medium-sized one in a valley by an estuary. It's a wide operation area, and there are a number of places you can expect large-scale combat, so we've set up a return line for replenishing supplies. Use it proactively. Anytime you feel the need to stock up on ammo or make repairs to your craft, it's there. While aircraft and ammo can be replaced, the lives of our pilots cannot. We don't want any casualties out there. Remember that. The counterattack has begun. Brace yourselves.
Your first mission is to refuel midair. I'll provide you with instructions, so follow my lead. 1,500 meters to tanker. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 500 meters. You have permission to access the refueling tanker. 100. 50 meters. That's some nice flying, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Trigger, your call sign is Strider 1. You will be leading Strider Squadron. Count, you'll be Cyclops 2. You'll be under Cyclops 1.
Sorry, but I'm gonna eat while I work. My judgment goes fuzzy when I'm too hungry.
How can you talk about food? Trigger, how come you're number 1 and I'm stuck as number 2? Oh well, I guess I can let it slide for now.
And we're just supposed to follow you? I heard you're spectacular, Captain. At least with your last squadron. I don't want you slowing us down out there. Strider 1, head back to the return line if you need repairs or fuel. Aircrafts need E2 in order to be effective.
Half of us are resupplying. We need time.
We're near the valley platform.
Damn it! They caught us getting ready to deploy. Hurry it up! Strider 1, missile inbound! Strider 3, engaging. Cyclops 3, engaging.
Cyclops 4, engaging.
Fox 2!
Hey, we're still fighting. We're supposed to smash up that whole thing?
That'd be a tall order. Just destroy the boats, aircraft, and AA weaponry. Nah, let's do what the chick said. Whoa. Roger. Fox 2. Bullseye. Target has been destroyed.
Impressive.
Mass staff are destroyed.
I went for the structural reinforcements. They're small, but not impossible to hit. I've sent the data. Make like Wiseman and serve up a sandwich.
Righto. Copy. Roger. Loss of the platform was not anticipated. Without this base, we'll have to rethink our whole strategy.
The third of the air defenses have been eliminated. Stay cool. Keep piling on the heat.
Stop. Any air damage to the base. Overwhelm them with our superior numbers.
Cyclops 2, stop fluttering about and stick close to my ass.
Stop treating me like a poor chick. You'll shut down my fair share of enemies.
Chirp, 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 little chick. Just stick with your mother hen till we get back on the roost safe and sound. It's launched.
Clear for emergency launch. Tugboats separated. Full speed ahead.
Fox 2, Fox 2. It looks like a ship is trying to escape from the lunar level.
Looks like we caught him by surprise.
Platform perks confirmed. We just put the meat in between those bonds and that burger is well done.
Serving the sandwich.
I'm happy to eat both.
Whatever you say, man. We've lost 60% of our air defense weaponry. We can't hold out much longer. Call for help ASAP.
Platform perks confirmed.
Lost 30% of the platform. Get your act together. We can't afford to take any more damage. Disengage from the mooring buoy. Shove off. Hurry! We can't afford to be targeted right now. Breaking out of luck. How dare they attack this base? We can regret that decision.
Destroyed. Locked off. Time's out.
Attack missed.
Target acquired.
The platform is taking heavy fire. Heading to its aid. All ships, full speed ahead.
Bandit has a lock on me. Strider 1, Fox 2. Strider 1, frigate destroyed.
Missile inbound. Evade.
Don't let the enemy near the platform.
Break. Say goodbye. This one's mine.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Hostile has a lock.
Missile.
Pay attention. Break.
Missile.
Locked on.
Missile.
Evacuate all non-combatants.
Ammunition 0.
No special weaponry remaining.
Ammunition 0.
Half the enemy's fleet is destroyed. Just keep hitting me so there'll be less anti-aircraft fire to worry about.
Man, the air is tight. It's hard to get in. We've already taken out half of the platform. The enemy's got a lock. The platform's under attack. Launch the helicopters and the ships at once. We have to protect the airspace above this valley.
Our fighter squadron is down to 40%. Most down with 200 weakness.
If they come in low, push them up higher so we can shoot them down.
Hostile has a lock.
Fox 2!
They must be up to something. Why would they attack this base with its superior firepower? What? They've lost the entire fleet? I'll need to inform headquarters to watch out for planes bearing that emblem.
One's a goner.
Missile launched.
Keep your eyes peeled, Trigger. You never know when that experimental squadron might show up.
Think you can hit me?
Jaeger, he knows that better than anyone. He's one of the few with the skills to face Mr.X and live to tell.
That ain't funny.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Ammunition 0.
Locked on, you're mine!
Trigger, what are the marks on your plane? 3 lines. Scratches.
I don't like them. They're like sin lines.
What are those?
Nothing.
We're approaching the marine platform.
All right, scramble!
Enemy fighters have just taken off from the platform. Eliminate these fighters with extreme precision before they can threaten the mission.
We'll go. We'll swat those flies down and have a drink.
Missile. Missile.
Missile launched.
Missile launched! Evade! Can I make it? I'm taking fire, but I can fly. This is Mike 1, behind my target. Enemy's got a lock. Locked on. Locked on bandit.
Hostile lock on you, Strider 1.
Here, finish him. Why can't that experimental squadron show up here? You might as well be praying to the heavens. Now get out there and shoot them down yourself. It looks like we've taken out a third of the enemy fighters, and it's mostly thanks to Strider 1. Breaking away. Missile closing on me. I'm on his back. Fox 2.
Gotcha, pal.
Enemy's got a lock!
Breaking from enemy. My rudder's frozen over. Our anti-aircraft weapons are taking heavy damage. Bring down those fighters.
Fox 2.
Half the AA guns and SAM sites are still alive and kicking. Not good. Bandit locked. Say goodbye.
Strider 1, target destroyed. We've quite a dent in their naval power. Results are better than expected.
We still have more time. Don't let up. Knock them down for good.
Come on, that's enough, right? Let's get out of here.
One more? We'll wipe them all out.
Give me a break. Locked on. Go down. Now I'm iced up. Wonderful.
I'm taking fire, but I can still fight.
5 minutes remaining.
Enemy is locked on. Breaking.
Missile.
Michael 1, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Ammunition
Target
0.
attacking. in on me!
Missile.
Target acquired. Half of the enemy fighters are gone. Keep it up.
Behind the enemy.
Missile. Missile.
Missile away.
Missile.
Our damage is minimal. That's 70% of our finished operation. We're not done yet. That's half of their operational ships. Keep at it, everyone.
Target in gun range.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Locked on. Strider 1, target destroyed.
They're after me! I need cover!
All enemy fighters have been eliminated. There's always a chance for reinforcements, so stay sharp. Strider 1, locked on target.
Locked on.
Target down and out.
3 minutes remaining. Fox 2.
Locked on, you're mine.
Bandit has a lock on me. Strider 3, warning! Missile inbound!
Hostile has a lock.
Target acquired. 2 minutes remaining.
Target is eliminated.
Locked on.
Missile launched.
One of the new recruits talks a lot. Swears a lot, too. That girl swears more than me.
It's not just the swearing either. She's got quick fists, too.
I thought you'd say that. Say goodbye. Enemy has a lock.
1 minute remaining.
Trigger's one of the pilots who's been up against the demon in that experimental squadron. Chased him off solo, too, since support ran off. I was there myself. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for Trigger. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, well, I wish I'd been there, too.
If you were one of those escorts that flew off, you should watch your back.
30 seconds remaining. Strider 1, frigate destroyed.
Bandit has a lock on me.
Target acquired.
Target destroyed.
Attention all aircraft. Operation complete. The enemy won't recover from this one. You did great out there. I think tonight's the night we finally open that bottle.
I think I understand the new boss's style. Our other newcomer is a unique character. The old squad was bad, and I guess it's no different here. I could really perform, if only I had some partners I could trust.
No need to worry, I got your back. Relax and do your thing.
Give me a break.
The mission was a success. You did more to hobble the enemy's sea power than we first expected. Outstanding work. This should free up our allies who have been bogged down on the East Coast. In addition, this success allows us to finally move on and initiate the operation to shoot down the Arsenal bird. We have a long road ahead of us. Get some rest while you can. Our counteroffensive has changed the course of the war. However, the western part of the continent and the area around the space elevator still remain under Erusean control. As you all know, this is because they have those damn Arsenal birds controlling the skies around the lighthouse. So, we're going to use Stonehenge for a long-range attack against the Arsenal bird. In addition to helping to destroy the asteroid, Stonehenge was also utilized by the Erusean forces as a weapon in the Continental War. However, the majority of the artillery is out of action after an air raid by the independent state Allied forces. When that happened, the main base was being repaired from the damage caused by the asteroid, so it managed to escape the bombardment. The Erusean army continued the repairs in secret and managed to reactivate its base systems. Once preparations are complete, we'll be able to fire again. However, the officer in charge has yet to confirm whether it can be fired more than once. In other words, it is looking like we may have only one chance to be able to bring down one of those invulnerable Arsenal birds. We're going all in on this one plan. The Erusean forces have detected our movements and are marching on Stonehenge. The Arsenal bird is closing in, but if our operation goes as planned, we should be able to shoot it down before it reaches the operation area. We've set up strong points we call menhirs around Stonehenge. Provide them with air support, while keeping air superiority. Our mission is to protect Stonehenge until it can shoot down that monster bird. If we can shoot down even just one Arsenal bird, it will significantly reduce the scale of the enemy's air defense network. Stonehenge is our only way of bringing down an Arsenal bird. Missing is a luxury we cannot afford.
Attention, all defensive and air support teams. In order to get up and running, what I need most from you is time. As long as you can provide me that, my program will bring down the Arsenal bird.
That was Major Deanna McConey. I'm Warrant Officer Lehman, a specialist. We're now commencing the operation to destroy the Arsenal bird.
It's gonna be a long fight. Don't waste any ammo.
So that's Stonehenge, huh? It's bigger than I imagined. Uglier, too.
Look at that mess of cables. They're using generator trucks to run it.
Are we sure that thing's even gonna fire? Seriously, I mean, how old is it?
If it doesn't, then our luck is run dry. I'd get praying if I were you.
Well, if it works, it'll bring down even an Arsenal bird. Big if. And it'd have to hit.
Measure 6. Enemy tank to the head. Located an enemy tank. Lancaster, requesting close air support.
Measure 6. Request for air support confirmed. Help is on the way.
Listen up. Our job is to defend here. That's all. You got it? This will be easy. Go on your paycheck.
This one's mine.
They got me!
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Breaking! Breaking!
That's half of Menhir 5's aerial problems, but one is more than enough. Clear all threats.
Powering main system. Code blue. Skipping sequences 47 to 97.
Activating. We just need one shot.
This is Menhir 7. We've linked up with ground and air support and are ready to drive the enemy back. Excellent. Keep holding.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Keep an eye on stratosphere.
Bombers, bearing 190. Stonehenge won't survive a bomb run. You have to stop them.
This is Menhir 6. The enemy ground forces have been eliminated. Much obliged for the escort. All right, guys. This time you get a whole 45 seconds. Grab some chow or something. Allied aircraft, don't worry about us. Take out those bombers.
We've only got 60% green. We've got 30% yellow. 10% is red.
Well, I've been sitting here rusting away for the past 20 years. I'd say a few glitches are to be expected. Hurry and verify the reds and yellows.
Roger. Target acquired.
Missile. Missile.
This is Menhir 7. We are getting overrun. We need reinforcements.
Menhir 7 is hot. Let's go give him some help.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now. Target acquired.
Not bad, not bad.
Break off and set your sights on Stonehenge. We're setting ducks if we stay together. Roger.
Hostile bomber destroyed. Nice work. Keep Stonehenge safe for us.
Power level is at 40%. 42%. Come on, damn it!
Come on, baby. Be good. We need you. Think that'll miss.
Try this.
This is Menhir 5. We managed to drive off about half of the enemy ground troops. That ought to show them.
These fire squadrons are a pain in the ass. Put them away from the front lines with sporadic fire.
All enemies attacking Menhir 5 have been eliminated. Good job.
Menhir 7 here. Enemy aircraft approaching. They're gonna clean this place out. If we don't get air support, we're dead.
One shot from Menhir 7 looks bad. I don't think they're gonna make it.
Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile.
Sam site down.
Lead the enemy aircraft to the LRSMC. Our target is on the ground.
The enemy air support knows what it's doing. They're pounding.
More hostiles advancing towards Menhir 6. Ground forces haven't noticed yet.
Special delivery.
Let's take out the enemy while our friends are still on their feet.
He isn't letting up. There's just no wind in sight.
Getting out of rock. Breaking. Missile inbound. Breaking. Breaking.
The guy on the ground is shooting at me. Missile away. Bon voyage.
Missile hit.
Let's fill him full of missiles before they give up.
Under the cloud. This is Menhir 7. Enemy reinforcements. They're attacking in waves. Oh, baby, we're saved! Whoever is flying the plane with 3 lines, I'm buying you a beer later.
You can go back to school after this operation is over.
More bombers. They're high. Altitude 8,000. Bearing 150.
The enemy's going all out, too.
Railgun power supply is...
Tank destroyed.
Damn it. Numbers aren't going up.
Bypassing the auxiliary condenser.
Come on, damn it!
Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Take out all bombers.
We've successfully defended Menhir 7. Good work, everyone. It's the LRSMC. Without them, we probably would have been the ones in trouble. I got the cards. This is Menhir 5. We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. We're ready to take them to them.
It's like goddamn whack-a-mole out here. I'm already exhausted.
Grit your teeth and fly. Remember that the fate of the whole war depends on this mission.
Strider, Cyclops, intercept those bombers.
We can see the smoke from here. We should get those bombers.
Yeah, and single-handedly.
The bird with the 3 lines. It's gotta be him.
We gotta take out the enemy base no matter what. Send in the tanks.
Locked on bandit.
I shut that stupid alarm clock. Time to bomb Stonehenge. Get back to the Stonehenge.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Missile.
Target destroyed by Strider 1.
Missile. 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 Missile.
There's gotta be a cap on their numbers. We just have to hold on until the railgun fires.
We've already thrown everything we've got at Stonehenge. What's it gonna take? We're struggling, so are they. Just need to hold out a little longer.
Missile away.
This is Menhir 6. We're taking heavy losses. I repeat, we need air support ASAP. Any chance for that air support?
That should take care of the reinforcements facing Menhir 5. Get going.
This is Glitter. Mission accomplished. The room looks like it needed a time. Protect the Erusean army. Why do they have to go after civilians as their survey techs? I've had to take them out.
More guests. Bombers and their escorts. Bearing 170.
I want to go smack them down, but those boys below are hanging on by a thread. You want me to choose? Power level is at 80%. You think we should take our shot?
Patience. Don't want to waste everyone's hard work. Wait till 100.
I guess you're right. Give the fire control system one last check while we're waiting.
Roger.
What the hell? They're supposed to be the ones on the offensive. How did they get us on the ropes?
We've wiped out half of them. Keep it up. This is Menhir 6. That's the last of the enemy reinforcements. I gave my men a 15-minute vacation. Sorry, need a short breather myself. I'll just be stitching on my lost limb. Should be back before lunch.
What did you say? More bombers approaching.
Move it!
Intercept them now.
Trigger, what the hell are you doing?
Enemy rocket unit coming from the southwest, and helo-borne assault from the northeast. They're planning a direct assault on Stonehenge. Stop them.
Let's split up. Take whichever way you like.
Stonehenge is taking fire. Remember, the mission relies on this place staying pristine.
The enemy's getting desperate. This operation is every bit as important to them as it is to us.
Missile away.
Bon voyage. Warning! Bandit on your 6! They have a lock on you. Shake them!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Evade that missile!
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. Missile.
Understood. Commencing mission. Chopper's on its way to Stonehenge.
Doing everything we can to fire as quickly as possible. Just buy us some time until then.
Prepare to fire. They know we're here. So shoot them before they shoot us. How long till you're ready? Once we fire, that cannon will crumble and the battle will end. Okay. The helo unit's all yours, Trigger. Lead the way and eliminate the enemy. Cyclops will take the rocket unit.
Roger that.
Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Stonehenge. Perfect. Their rear is wide open.
Just focus on doing your job. They will handle their job to protect us from the enemy outside.
Strider 1, missile launched. assault unit is down. If they had infiltrated Stonehenge, it would have been all over. Good work. Cyclops Squadron has eliminated the rocket unit. Keep it up.
You've given my program a lot of the time it needs. Stonehenge will be ready to fire shortly.
Stand by. I'm picking up something on my radar. The signal is massive. It's the Arsenal bird.
I have visual. Arsenal bird confirmed.
Here they come.
The swarm of UAVs is launching from the Arsenal bird. Keep them away from Stonehenge.
Missile. Missile.
Closer the target, fewer the variables. How long till we can fire?
Firing in 60.
Missile.
Hear that? Keep us safe till then.
Fire control system inspection complete. Radar error correction is good to go.
He's over in the finish. 45 seconds. Releasing safety. Totally system active.
Confirm voltage.
Voltage stable. 30 seconds.
Jeez, somebody kill We have confirmation. Live projectile is loaded.
Power level is at 100%.
Strider 1 and Cyclops 1. You're running away from this competition. Strider 2 is hit.
Skull, stabilize the craft and get out. Sorry, it's up to you now.
15 seconds.
Frame control?
All green.
Initiate final countdown.
Understood. Commencing final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Missile. Missile.
Stop the countdown. We've lost the target.
Starting to shut down.
Gone? The stupid thing is flying in the open.
The survey data isn't updating. No response from our spotter.
Survey vehicle down.
Those vehicles were Stonehenge's eyes. Without those, I'm sorry.
Don't give up yet, Major. We still have sensors. Our eyes. The oldest sensors in the book. What are you scheming?
You're too unreliable.
Not bad.
That's something.
Impossible. Rerouting circuit. We can't do any more. Half the battery. We can't carry out our mission.
Come on, damn it! Attention, all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Pair up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Wilco. Jaeger, you take the lead.
It's ready to contain BS.
Missile. Missile.
I'm going.
Missile.
Propellers are too much for Trigger alone.
Damn greyhound. Do your friggin' job!
Cap, we need someone who can take down those UAVs. It's up to you.
Trigger, do not for this.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with honest-to-goodness range tables? Or wasn't that curious?
Guess they knew what they were doing.
This whole operation is crazy. Well, only a total madman could bring down the Arsenal bird.
Give us a UTM coordinate under the Arsenal bird and we'll calculate the range. And I need you to be exact. Cyclops 3 missile incoming. Look out!
I'm in hit. I have to check.
Send a request for rescue. Conditions on grid. Expect some injuries.
60 seconds remain.
Give me a second. It's been a while since I've used something this archaic. Does the angle on this table account for wind and Coriolis?
Maybe you'll see a flag from here. Not much wind. The rest is just instinct.
30 seconds remain. Don't give up. Cyclops 4 has been hit. Are you alright?
I'm fine. We can't lose any more allies.
Knock that off. push yourself too hard and you're dead. Get back to base.
Wilco, over.
Alright, that takes care of the propellers. Arsenal bird is slowing down.
I knew my faith was well placed, Trigger.
Power level is at 100%.
Propeller destroyed.
Missile.
One canard mark. Stonehenge, shoot.
Understood. Begin final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Adjusting angle.
3, 2, 1. Fire! Hit, damn it!
Yeah! Oh yeah! Hot damn!
Is it really over now?
Reporting mission success. Lehman, this victory belongs to you. That was a good lesson on the importance of manual control.
Today's MVPs are the LRSSG.
I'll say, especially those two lead birds. They're the Ocean big shots. We can win if we follow them. The Ocean big shots?
You mean the Ocean Big Shot?
Looks like we're on the offensive now. The enemy's defensive range dropped along with that arsenal bird.
That just means more pie for us.
Are we gonna eat the whole thing?
The brass is always hungry for more. They've got a bottomless appetite. But enough about that. Get some rest now before the counterattack.
Yeah, we got our hands dirty for nothing. The guys were babbling about a 3-line marking. Look into that for me.
The mission succeeded, but at a great cost. This victory marks a strategic turning point. The enemy has only one arsenal bird left, and the defensive grid around the space elevator has been decimated. We can expect a counteroffensive by Ocean forces everywhere.
I was born downtown, in our capital. When I recall my homeland, my thoughts are filled with the sights and sounds of the city. But home means something different to each and every one of us. Therefore, I've decided to visit every place where our citizens call home. The Kingdom of Erusean is a land of diversity. Each region has its own unique and special culture.
The destruction of one of their arsenal birds has significantly reduced the scale of Erusean's air defense network. Ocean forces have moved into the areas where we gained air superiority and freed over half of the Erusean continent. However, Erusean is feeling the pressure and is reacting by attempting to activate the ballistic missile base in the suburbs of Sierra Plata. For the past 72 hours, they've put the resources and people into action and have already entered the final stages of a launch. The missile silo is deep underground. To destroy it, we'll need a bomber to drop a huge deep penetration bomb in a precise place. Unfortunately, that airspace is thick with clouds at the moment, so it'll be difficult for a bomber to hit the target accurately. Normally, we'd wait for the weather to clear, but with the situation being what it is, we don't have that option. So, we will be the bomber's eyes and find the missile silo. You'll all be equipped with targeting pods instead of special weapons. We need you to fly at low altitude and visually identify which silo they're activating, then acquire it with your targeting pod. Once you press the firing switch, the bombers will drop their payload based on the location data provided by the targeting pod. You will need to keep the silo in the center of your sight until the bomb hits its target, or else it will miss entirely. It takes a high level of airmanship to properly guide these bombs to their targets while flying in place. Naturally, we assume the enemy has positioned anti-air artillery and aircraft in the area of operations, so stay alert. Additionally, we suffered human and material losses in the last battle. The Cyclops Squadron will sit this one out. Trigger, it's up to you to make this work with just Strider Squadron.
Erusean only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. You can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that Arsenal bird. We've got the bombs. You do the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with the circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. The enemy set up anti-air weapons in multiple locations.
We need to work together to take them down.
Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered. The bomb was off its mark. The target is still standing. Dropping another bunker buster will take some time. Aim carefully.
The bunker buster hit its mark. Time for fireworks.
Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the Erusean garrison. Those whose lives are at stake. We have no time.
They completely lost it. You can bet on it.
Let's end this madness.
The decoys will work. Those decoys look just like the real thing. They'll not be able to tell.
Try to run within the coordinates. Firing the bunker buster. That was a fake. No structure is visible.
Missile.
Missile closing! Break! Break!
Missile.
Bandit acquired. Locked on.
Strider 1, missile away.
Try to run within the coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
Look! There's fire shooting up from the ground.
Missile silo destroyed. That makes 2. No launch signs yet.
We might be able to pull this off. Let's keep it up and get the rest of these silos.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in. They don't appear to be going after our bomber. Take them out if they interfere with our mission.
This is a serious mission. Was it Wiseman who gave Strider 2 to count? A formation changes every mission. I'm sure he has a reason for it. I'll believe that when I see it. I'm just glad he won't be there to chew my ear off. Enemy has a lock. Evade!
Find the time! Get some reinforcements here now! I'm in position. He's mine.
Bunker buster away.
Target eliminated. Bandit behind you.
Attack completed.
They evaded it.
Mark 2.
Target acquired.
Graham 2, locked on target.
We did it.
Attack failed.
That takes care of that. Nice work. I don't know
know what these guys hope to accomplish, but happy to have them.
Missile launched.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now. Alright, now let's take out those remaining silos.
Missile silo destroyed.
Where do we look next? The sky feels open and free today. As a Cyclops, I felt like a bird in a cage. Once this mission's over, I guess we'll be back under the company commander's thumb again. What a pain in the ass. Caution, enemy has a lock.
5 minutes remaining. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile away, bon voyage.
Strider 1, we have the coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
Right on the money.
Hit. Target destroyed.
The fewer there are, the harder they are to find. Good luck.
There's only one silo remaining.
I'm like a wolf that's been let off its leash. These guys won't know I hit him. I thought you were a bird free from its cage. Hostile has a lock! Missile inbound! Evade! Behind the enemy.
Strider 1, target acquired. Trigger, bomb has been dropped.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
Must have been a decoy. No fire or explosions on the ground.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Enemy missile detected. Evading.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
All missile silos have been destroyed.
Wait, what the hell is that?
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar. Launch site is this dam.
Not from the silos?
They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack. Missile tracking me! Fox 2!
Confirmed signature on our radar. Warning, confirm another launch. Take it out. Missile hit.
Enemy has a lock!
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed. Additional launch confirmed.
Incoming!
Missile launched.
Bandit sighted.
Destroyed.
I was cutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little nervous.
You're telling me you had us sweating up here, and there wasn't even anything we could do about it. Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
That went about as expected. Be sure to include in the report how much ass I kicked while off the company commander's leash. Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all the crap you said about Wiseman, too.
We have successfully prevented an enemy ballistic missile attack. Strider Squadron, you did very well without your unit commander. We are now preparing for the final stage of our long-range operation, seizing the capital. With the loss of an arsenal bird, followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Erusean is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Erusean army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusean capital of Farbanti. The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusean Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusean. This important base is at the forefront of our strategy to establish control of Farbanti. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south and mount an air assault on the area. The enemy's observation field has eyes on the skies above the valley, so your altitude will need to be restricted. If you go over a certain altitude, the enemy could spot you, ending the mission in failure. Keep that in mind. Once you arrive, you are to take out the enemy's air defense forces as soon as possible and prepare for the support squadrons. When the air defense forces are neutralized, the helicopter squadron should arrive carrying Marines. The plan is to take control of the base. Getting through the valley is only half the job.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful of reduced visibility. 1,500 meters to tanker. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 500 meters. You have permission to access the refueling tanker. Excellent work, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters.
Pull up.
Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Dassault 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
Pull up.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood.
Pull up.
Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2.
Caution.
The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Caution.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti.
Pull up.
Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. And the best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut.
past waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride.
Target is in machine gun range.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish him off.
All right, let's give him a beating. Check that bandit behind you.
Target acquired.
Enemies are attacking!
Where
did they come from?
They took out our leader's bird! Hurry or they'll roast us on the ground!
Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. I guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
This is Dassault's one. Arrive at the airfield. Landing now.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
On time, things is free. Jokes haven't gotten any better.
Target eliminated.
Broadcaster, hostiles are still near the LZ. We can't make our approach.
Multiple helicopters spotted. Do you have a visual on them? Strider 1, I need you to take out those enemies at the LZ.
Missile inbound, evade!
Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites. Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Open your eyes, check 6!
We need you to immediately destroy anything that'll jeopardize the landing.
That's the last of our anti-air guns. They've all been taken out. Box 2, box 2. Not bad, not bad. Locked on bandit.
Breaking to escape lock!
The timing couldn't be worse. This puts our delivery staff in danger.
Dodged it. Missile inbound, evade!
The enemy's recon is counterattack. Damage to our unit is at 20%.
Keep firing!
All enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain, I really do. But this is war.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Dassault 1, landing now. Trust your allies and keep moving. This base is ours for the taking. Wait the base, Commander! What are you waiting for?
We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
It's alright. Those two Erusean big shots will take care of them for us.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, now you guys should put down the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. Have our thanks.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Confirming it's one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
Caution. Pull up.
Gotcha, pal.
Emergency! See the enemy reinforcements? They're stopping us! We can't do anything about their air power. We need support.
Missile launched.
This is nothing compared to what we faced in the last mission. Taking a look at the meeting. Ambush, stay cool. Reform the range. Lancaster, requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
The enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end.
One last enemy fighter.
Missile inbound. Evade. This is 2-2. We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate.
Keep your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy. That's it. Take out those 2. Force our way inside the facility.
Missile.
Bandit behind you.
We need to work together to take them down.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Target obliterated.
Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
Keep pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay. Start running on the count of 3. Great. I get to finally send my boys in to ring the doorbell. There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Tear down that barricade.
How'd it go? This is Passless 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. Go to the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. 3,000 meters to the runway. You are right on course. Maintain current heading. 1,500 meters to the runway. Right on the money, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusean's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusean forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusean hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusean into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusean military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusean will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all of you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece. Attack this!
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Shoot. No, it's real funny.
It's no good. Good agent.
Don't turn your back on him.
Fox 2.
Missile inbound. Evade.
Strider 1, locked on target. Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They can use some air support. Strider 1, missile launched.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Half the enemy's already down. That LR at the speed really helping. Roger, the park will be secured. The Ocean big shot clear the way.
I know the feeling.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading through 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
Caution, enemy HQ! We're falling back! We don't stand a chance against their air support! Hold your ground. The missiles have got a lot of cover.
Warning! Missile in the air!
Strider 1, missile away.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Bandit has a lock. Say goodbye.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Caution. Pull up.
Okay, Trigger. The submerged area is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Let's go. Fusion.
Roger.
Target acquired.
Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile. Missile.
Fire as soon as they're in range.
Target eliminated. Strider 1, Fox 2.
They have a lock on me.
Missile.
Missile, evade.
Missile.
We need to reform our range.
Strider 4, evade!
Missile.
3 strikes is overhead. Lady Luck's now on our side.
Missile.
Don't be afraid. We're the ones driving the enemy back, not the other way around.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Vessel confirmed sunk.
Missile.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given the circumstances. I've been spiked.
Fox 2. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Fox 2! Fox 2! Everyone's requesting backup. It'll take forever to get here.
The enemy's striking back with everything they've got.
Target is hit.
Hostile has a lock.
Thanks to our air support. Victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into shark bait. Steer clear of the sunken allied ship. Just how many did we lose?
Still striking their target.
Damn it, 3 strikes is back.
Target is eliminated.
The enemy movers. Firing.
Missile.
It is firing.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1. Fox 2.
Caution.
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusean army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood. Understood.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take him out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough units to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that. What do you mean, retreat? The enemy has sealed off the harbor, preventing us from landing.
Target acquired.
Push while we have the upper hand. Keep the tide of battle in our favor.
That area's all yours, Strider. We'll back up Misi module.
Hostile has acquired a lock.
Strider 1. Locked on target.
Bandit on me.
Bandit behind you. Caution! Enemy's on me. Breaking up! The enemy is showing signs of fatigue. Deal the final blow!
The first half our men? What about the reinforcements? The enemy has been worn out. This is our chance.
Missile. Missile.
This battle is ugly.
Fox 2.
This is Graham 7. I'm behind my target.
Missile.
We need more air support.
Missile.
We can't hold the bridge much longer without it. To the enemy.
Missile.
Backup is coming. We're defending HQ.
Missile. Missile.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet. Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner! We've got flies buzzing around our heads. Don't take your eyes off them. The rest is up to you. I'm out.
Missile.
Grab you, Fox 2.
Missile.
Strider 1. Fox 3.
Keep the beat up!
I've been spiked.
It's no use! We have to retreat! That tank is starting to set in. Maintain your composure. We're almost through this.
You're mine.
Use your binoculars. 3 strikes, face them.
Biggest one missile in your history.
Heart's wide open. There's nowhere to hide. This is Salamander 3, behind Bandit.
5 minutes remaining.
They aren't as good as the ones on Silver Bridge. Eyeball 204. Requesting fire for raid. Coordinates 2294 5002. Target is enemy MPD formation. Fire for effect with your strongest round. Fire!
You did really well out there. Which is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know what medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
Eyeball Tucker 2-4, rocketing is complete. Fire for effect. Roger. Stay firing data. Address 2870, elevation 237. Prepare to volley. Fire.
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy. Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
And impact.
Gotcha, pal.
Tucker 2-4. Go easy on our eardrums next time. Thanks for the fire support.
Missile away.
This is Base 1. Farbanti reconstruction part is under our control. Now, on to the enemy headquarters. Hey, those are our planes. Give them away.
It's no use. Locked on bandit. Boom. The enemy's got a lock.
Stunner 1, locked on target. Remaining.
Tear down that barricade.
Don't let them through.
Strider 1, tank destroyed.
Nickel.
Strider 1, break now! Are you alright? Hang in there!
Nickel.
Yes.
Nickel.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Rock 2!
Nickel. Nickel.
Target is hit.
Show them how Ostia fights in battle.
Bandit has launched missile.
Nickel.
Locked on. This one's a goner.
Nickel.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
2 minutes remaining.
Fire your next missile. Punch a giant hole in that enemy ship.
Target's been wiped out.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Nickel. Nickel.
Javelin fire deployed.
Nickel.
Finish them!
Nickel. 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 Nickel.
Enemy's got a lock.
Locked on.
Enemy is locked on. Breaking!
If there were one to make their move, so we're still recovering from the last battle.
Missile away. 1 minute remaining.
Locked on bandit!
Destroy the enemy's left fleet and then reconstruct. I've got a sitting duck here.
Enemy missile coming at me! Breaking!
Locked on bandit.
30 seconds remaining. Target acquired.
Fox 2!
I'm gonna be badass free strike.
On my target's tail!
Fall back 900 yards. Three strikes is here.
Ally shot down!
Caution, enemy has a lock.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us!
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr.X.
SSG. We have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The two leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. Mission going to be fun.
Missile.
What do you mean?
Missile.
Just like you say, the enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. We gotta eject. Don't get too far ahead. Take them out one by one.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it.
Missile in the air.
Listen, Trigger, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What?
Missile.
I'm gonna open this guy up.
Missile.
Say goodbye.
Bandit has a lock on me. Enemy has a lock on you, Strider 1.
Missile. Missile.
Right, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Missile.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Wait for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys won't let you have it.
Target is hit.
Nice. Fine. Give him one more.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. Grown up. I'll leave him at the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Bandit on your tail. Get some distance.
Taking evasive action.
Missile. 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 Missile.
In gun range.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot.
Missile.
Wasn't a bad pilot.
Missile.
Wiseman, Mr. Floyd!
I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops 1 is down.
Eject already, Wiseman! I'm sorry, Count.
Missile.
This plan exploded. Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you've got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2. You're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. Duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it.
Missile.
Damn it.
Stall warning.
Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Local count.
Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
Damn, I can't seem to find an opening.
Enemy on your back.
Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Evaded.
Missile.
Can Trigger handle the solo?
Missile hit.
Good job.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can.
Missile. Missile.
My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn
glitching
it.
out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Farbanti's now under Erusean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusean territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusean leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusean deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusean decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusean couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusean and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusean was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant, Masa, it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusean's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusean has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusean's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusean army.
With the capital under our control, Erusean's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Erusean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusean will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusean's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
To the unidentified Erusean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Erusean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Erusean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusean army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Eruseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
Something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. ID'd as Erusean forces. This is AWACS from the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. Missile away.
Control 1.
Coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. How are we supposed to tell the difference? There are enemies everywhere. Missile inbound! Evade!
Enemy locked on. Breaking.
Strider 1, missile, keep your head down!
There's an unknown on our route. We can't proceed. Get them before they get us!
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Enemy sighted. Wait. General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General Labarth are the real patriots. Onward!
Caution. Pull up.
There's a vehicle up ahead. He's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go. Strider 1, enemy vessel destroyed. We archived all the footage that we've shot for when the communication networks come back online.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a Cold War.
Missile.
Strider 1, box 2.
Missile.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Here comes the traitor, Lamar. This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Lamar's in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to aims. Radicals. We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us. They actually believe that using robots will put an end to bloodshed.
Caution. Caution.
My plane is icing up.
Hostile has a lock. That was too close for comfort.
We're the only ones here on our side!
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Turn right. No, wait, that goes into the ocean. I can't shake the enemies on my tail.
Strider 2, check your sigs.
You on the throat? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change the boss. Maintain speed. We'll be able to break through that shutter.
Destroyed.
General, do you mind keeping it down for a minute? You'll bite your tongue. At least give us a side mirror.
Strider 1, target acquired.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Grunder Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusean. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration
declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusean officers. They were referred to as the radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusean Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. Those of you listening in, am I wrong?
We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Eruseans.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Missile is closing. Strider 1, break!
Objective, destroy 3 strikes.
Schmager, enemy has a lock on you! I'm hit! Get this guy off my back! Open fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped. ID is Ocean military. Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lancaster. It's Erusean military.
Commander.
Cease fire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders. That vehicle is one of ours. Cease fire. He is supposed to stay through.
It is not machines that make decisions anymore. It's people. Understand that.
You want him to wait and see if they're friendly?
Missile in the air! Quick, now!
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Critical weather ideals. From the point they're living, it's best that you leave the country.
We're taking fire! We can't hold off!
Enemy's got a lock.
Missile launched.
Missile.
Strider 1 is bagged to bend.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up.
Keep bringing him down! Missile inbound! Evade! Thunderbolt, so be it! We're under attack! Hurry up and do something!
Target acquired.
Locked on bandit!
Vehicle eliminated.
Missile.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Caution. Pull up.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe? Our turbine's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusean military. It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous a squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure. General, we still have drones at our disposal. Watch over the future we build from the high heavens.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusean forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
Missile. 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 Missile.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood. System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies.
No, the attack was an unintentional mistake. Even in a time of war, it was a
The main conflict concluded. Regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle over stabilization of the nation. 5 minutes remaining. Along with those trying to internally make peace with Russia as rebels.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. 50 IFM designations for Mars, an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harling and put the blaze on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusean is responsible for Harling's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
If they don't respond, shoot them down!
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
It's Erusean military.
The General's a real celebrity. Everyone wants to meet him.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
It's the Ocean military.
How'd you last, Longcaster? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
Nice. Let us see the Eruseans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them if it means getting rid of those assholes faster.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Glad we waited. Don't worry, I'll let everybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Clear to the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe we must control productions or make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly. Friendly shot down. We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusean News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple Unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight. Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The scratches. There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with broken technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusean fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco.
Not there, you live here. I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Big shots to you. I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Mine. No good. Shit.
Missile away.
They're in my way.
Strider 1, target eliminated. Bandit destroyed. Well done. Enemy.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... Drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusean aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Can't afford the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault we won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Head this way. No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Target is down. bandits remaining.
Strider 3 launching missile. Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
4 bandits left.
Incredible.
3 bandits to go.
It's not enough to be fully functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. But when? They have to have data uploading.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopters flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we'd like you to send... No! I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusean liaison plane. The guards' dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusean. He was Erusean too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusean princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness."
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Farbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusean officer. At this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusean forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Ocean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Ocean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Ocean for supply ships should be available.
With so much at stake, I can't imagine Erusean just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusean forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
craft. It's what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own. Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on?
What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger.
Got a positive ID.
Strutter 1, missile launched. Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Shit. These are Ocean.
Do me a favor, Longcaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Eruseans are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
It's no use! We're to the right! Fire at that supply ship! It's the radicals that shot us in the back. I'll make them pay for this. No use hailing them! They know they're shooting at friendlies! Get closer! You'll never hit them from here!
Put them back! Fire! There's more over here. The body ship was part of the fight. Yes, we're all lined up. No, they're not combatants. Some of them aren't flash. I can guess what happened here. No one. Damn, those Erusean bastards. He's a blatant war crime. Take photos for evidence.
Strutter 1, missile launched.
You're Erusean. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here? It's all crazy people.
3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle's been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! I just got the photograph. We'll head back in. Give us another 30 minutes.
UAV confirmed destroyed.
The men say they want to at least get the children in the proper burial.
No pursuit too deep. We just need to buy some time. Open the bay until Operation Feeding Time. Move them away from the mass driver. We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship at the munitions depot is highly combustible.
Get the wounded out of here, hurry! If you let them through, we're as good as dead! Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Get in the tanks!
Allied retreat looks good. All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Get out there and say something! Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks!
Check their ID before firing, Trigger.
Missile.
Strutter 1, missile launched.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. The spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their family. Most likely, they were involved with Delta.
Target acquired.
Target locked.
Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Longcaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
That goes 13. The tank's left, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo. The Erusean ground forces show no sign of letting up. We're taking heavy damage.
On its back.
search. The faster you find them, the more people we can save.
Bring the anti-tank missile. Hit that heavy armor at the front line. Don't stop. This whole operation is crazy. Stop whining.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Ambush, stay calm. Reform the range. This fine if we take a little damage. We need to finish this fight now.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase off the bogies! There's no way they're ours! Almost there. Commence operation no return! These are unguided. Stay on course. Let's just get this done with.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them. Entering cloud cover.
Visual.
Like an eagle.
Identification complete. It's Erusean bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions.
Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
I see scratches. 1, 2, 3. 3 o'clock. This is Brave 7 Flush 2. Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch. This is launch control. Confirm launch readiness. Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time. Launch control, roger that. Enemy pilots are classified.
The bombers are nearing the island. Running out of time.
Brave 2, over to conceal.
Target acquired.
How are you? Are you still in this? Enemy on your back.
Fox 2.
They've taken out many of our aircraft. Use extreme caution.
Fox 3.
Ram 8, behind my target. Ram 8, hostile at rock.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
That gets those guys out of our hair.
Intercept those bombers. Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away. The bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now. Fox 3. All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Continue with your mission.
Try to save your ammo. Lure him in and then fire at once. Target locked.
Pull up. Missile. 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 Missile.
Watch your chaff and flare supply.
Missile. Missile.
We're outnumbered. Taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back.
Caution. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Give me enemy's position. The artillery fire sent a number on my hearing.
Missile.
We can just defend the mass striper today. Or we can turn this thing around.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Missile.
An explosion inside. Continue the countdown. Do the countdown. There's still one arsenal room left. If we can fill it full of bombs, then Erusean will have a fighting chance. Use cameras to track the supply ship. Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If they think we're done for.
Go with us. The enemy APC from there.
Special security squad back into the Predator base.
Shit. Those guys do some dirty work.
Strider 1, target acquired. Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
They did it. We're moving out. Leave the dead behind. We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
We don't need to defeat them. Just delay their advance. Got it?
Thanks. But will we make it in time?
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right. We leave them wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Hey, you. Dumbass with scratches on his tail. You hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusean tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me? You can call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
I have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help these refugees. Count me in.
That's right.
Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
We've destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she...
Use the smoke canister, and who's taking this to the enemy's doorstep? Not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we've confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties? Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable. Cooling system is on.
Broadcaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusean soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
So they're trying to beat that giant monster of a bird. We can't let them complete their mission.
Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar. You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it. Target's using cloud cover to hide itself. Don't worry, we know where it's headed.
Away. That's a confirmed direct hit by the missile. Keep it up. Bring down those supply ships.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down.
Caution. Pull up.
We've recalculated the remaining time. 2 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
We're still in this.
Supply ships. Stay close to trigger.
The supply ships are too far away. We'll never catch them at this rate.
Just avoid the enemy's fire for now.
Okay, but we won't be able to do that forever, you know.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose us!
If we're too close, we'll get caught up in the explosion.
Don't overshoot.
Missile.
60 seconds remain.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Chaff and flares completed. Missile away.
They're faster than I expected.
Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusean military.
Who's the girl that ran into tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
I think.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress.
Can't say I blame him.
Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.